Hi there, I'm Lloyd and I'll be presenting Unspoken Sound, identifying trends in non-speech audio captioning on YouTube. To start, what is non-speech information? It's all information that is conveyed via audio aside from the words themselves. Examples of this in the captioning domain include square brackets hand uncurling creakily, square brackets in Swedish with music markers, days behind us, years gone by, square brackets menacing industrial synth music playing, and brackets whispering indistinct. Captions are vital for understanding context in video. For example, they change a video of a disappointed Cristiano Ronaldo into one of Cristiano Ronaldo with allergies. To investigate the current state of non-speech information captioning, we asked two primary research questions. What is the current and historical prevalence of non-speech information captioning on YouTube? And what factors may affect non-speech information captioning practices? On to the methods. We start with the anatomy of a YouTube video. First, every video has a category that's assigned by the user who uploads the video, for example, news. There are then several topics which are automatically assigned by YouTube, such as society and politics, and a video can have multiple topics. Then the video has an upload date and a view count. And finally, the video can have a closed caption file manually uploaded with it. It can have automatically generated captions that were generated by YouTube, or the user may opt to have no captioning at all associated with their video. In order to construct the dataset, we looked at 10 years of YouTube videos from 2013 to 2022. We took videos from every month from the top 500 most viewed videos in each of the 32 categories, and these became the selected videos from which we created our dataset. The dataset was then split into two subcategories, namely popular videos, which included all YouTube channels, and studio videos, which were from channels run by large studios whose holding companies are valued at over $1 billion. This distinction was made as these studios have vast resources for accessibility, so it might be assumed that they could have improved captioning practices, especially given the substantial overlap between the content posted on their YouTube channels and the content that the production houses distribute via cable TV or formal streaming services. And these are all legally required to have closed captions that comply with minimum quality guidelines, which do include NSI captioning. Therefore, the full dataset contained 715,000 videos, 273 million lines of captioning, and 6 million lines of captioning that were estimated to include NSI. This estimation was constructed by creating a search string of common punctuation marks generally used to indicate non-speech information, such as music symbols, square brackets, and greater than and less than signs. We then used this to create a subset of videos for manual annotation. These include 300 videos from each of the years 2013, 2018, and 2022 from both the popular and studio video samples, which led us to 1,800 videos in total that were manually annotated. All videos that were manually annotated were estimated to have non-speech information and had manual captioning tracks uploaded with them. To annotate the NSI captions, we labeled each instance with the class of NSI, such as music, sound effects, or extra speech information, which includes speaker label and manner of speech, as well as other helpful labels, such as quoted speech, if the caption did not contain any NSI captioning, if the caption was not in English, or if there was additional information given that did not correlate to any audio events in the video. Now on to the results. When we examine the captioning type trends over time, we see a difference between the studio and popular sample. Notably, in 2022, less than 10% of videos in the studio sample had manually captioning tracks, and additional errors were found in large studio videos, such as uncorrected timing of captions that were generated in real time upon broadcast, but could easily be corrected upon video upload. Next, we found that manually captioned videos tended to have more views. This may be impacted by the YouTube search algorithm and recommendations, or it could simply be that more users prefer videos with high-quality captions, which tend to be manually created. Next, we found that shorter videos have more NSI captions per minute, possibly indicating that captioners become fatigued over time while captioning. The presence and density of NSI captioning was generally lower than expected. For example, in the manually annotated subset, only 75% of popular videos contained any NSI captioning at all, whereas 55% of studio videos contained NSI. Additionally, when NSI captioning was present, it occurred at a much lower density than we expected. Zednik in 2015 created what we might consider to be a gold standard reference for captions, and this reference contained an average of 3 NSI captions per minute on average. Whereas manually annotated subset, the popular video only contained 1.8 per minute, and the studio sample was a really low 0.8, indicating that NSI captioning occurred at a much lower rate overall, and when it did occur, it occurred at a much lower density than expected. These findings motivate our recommended future research directions, which include improving the evaluation of NSI captioning, which currently have very few formal evaluation structures. Adding more robust and nuanced automatically generated captions of NSI, given the prevalence of automatic captioning use on YouTube. Increase the ease of manually editing captions that have been automatically generated, possibly allowing users to edit captions which have the highest probability of error first, also addressing captioner fatigue. Additional transparency of how manual captions affect video recommendation and search performance may motivate more content creators to create high-quality captions for their videos. And lastly, improving the media processing pipelines and caption alignment strategies for large studios. This would help to ensure that the high-quality captions often generated by large studios for content that they produce that's aired on television or formal streaming services make its way onto YouTube. Finally, the dataset is publicly available on Zenodo, and we encourage you to check out the full paper. Thanks very much.